folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're having a look at a rather fun little time management game called Smooth Operators Call Center Chaos. And I played around with this for a little bit, and it is a fun way to either carry a few 3 or 4 half-hour sessions and have yourself a real think about what you're doing, or I imagine you could just see how out of control you could get within an hour and go from there. Because from what I understand, once you get a little ways in, what seems a very simple little job can get out of hand very quickly. We're going to start a brand new call center on normal. Difference being here, well, as you can see, you get half the amount of money on hard, and a small telemarketing contract. This one you get 20 grand, and a normal telemarketing contract. But for the sake of this, and so that I don't lose within the first 15 seconds, we'll go with normal. Alright, so we get to call it something. Let's call it Big Bucks Fast. There we go. Okay. Now, hi Jill. Yeah, you can see she's sort of a Nintendo era pixelated type lady, but that's okay. The graphics are not the stunning portion of this. It plays just fine the way it is. So she's got quite a few things, and because we started a new call center, she is going to go through all of this. So we'll sort of run through here. You facilities, and she shows you that you got to open different things and what your workload consists of, which is these are up here, and it's inbound, outbound, and back office. This is basically your call stuff, and then this is things that sort of just need to be taken care of. And these are people that sit at the computers and make the phone calls. So you got to have all of those things. If you get everything handled in a day, in other words, make this whole bar disappear, you'll get a bonus for that day. If you don't, you can get a penalty. So you gotta watch, make some money, make some time. Your speed indicator is up in the top left hand side here, and you can go from pretty much full stop to zoom. You've got all the usual things, sort of stats. You can look at what you're doing, how your employees are doing, your human resources reports, your objectives. You can go back to the tutorial, which is this young lady here in the pink top, of course. And evolving, you hire project managers. They allow you to upgrade the different buildings, and we'll see how all of that works as we go along. Account managers help deal with your payload and blah 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 blah. So basically you're going to hire people to man the phones, and then you're going to hire people to clean up after the people that man the phones, and then you're going to hire people that will fix the computers for the people that man the phone, and those sort of things. So let's have a look at what happens. Alright, this is the first contract that we're going to be trying to sell people on, basically, because that's what call centers do, right? Is the Olas Photo Empire. Cool. Here we go. Tip of the day. Wanted to give you a tip of the day. Make room for transportation from the start. Now, they don't mean trucking companies, but you're going to build a building 2 or 3 of these blocks wide, and then you're going to be going up. If you look here, you'll see along the left-hand side, very faint, it says floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, etc. Yeah, you will build a larger and larger and largest office tower to house things as you go along. So let's go along. First thing I'm going to do here is momentarily slap the time down to 0. So you can use your WASD keys to move up and down, left and right. You can zoom in and out with either Q and E or your middle mouse wheel. I'll go back to normal size for now. Maybe a little more out. There we go. And you can either move the speed indicator here or use the R and F keys to move it. So you can also go this way if you want to scroll to the edges of the screen with your mouse pointer. So there you go. That's all the simple stuff. Now, the other thing you'd want to look at is your game menu, which gives you all the reports and everything that's going on. We don't have anything yet, so we won't bother. And then you have your shop menu, and this is where you start. Because the first thing we need to do is put a building up, and an operations building, because this is where we're going to put our inbound, our outbound, and our back office people. So let's do that. Let's buy ourselves an operations building, and you get a module. And you can put it wherever you'd like to put it. Now, I think for the heck of it here, I'm going to park it right there. And we are going to have it do the oldest photo empire. Alright. And we're going to go back to our shop menu now, and we're going to get some people to work in there. We're going to get an inbound agent, and you'll see the arrows appear above computers that are available for this fella. So we'll drop them there. We're going to get ourselves another inbound agent, and we're going to get ourselves a couple of outbound agents. Because you'll notice right now there is no back office required, because there's nothing going on yet. We haven't done enough phone calls to generate a need for a back office, or much of anything else. So we're down to $16,300, and you know what? Just for the sake of the fact that we are going to move along here pretty quick, I'm going to stick another operations building right along the top. It's also going to be there, and we are going to have accessories, transport. We're now going to build an elevator right there. Okay, so now we got all these people. Let's make sure we got enough staff in there. We'll get a couple more inbounds. How's the cash? We're fine. And a couple more outbounds. Now you can start a lot smaller than this, of course. And I think that's pretty good for now. Let's get this started. And they immediately all leave. Brilliant! Come back here and go to work, you buggers. Now, mousing over these, you see you can figure where that particular agent is. There'd be other things that go along as you buy different stuff. Now, why they all left so soon, I really don't know. But they will be back. You can zoom time up, of course, probably because it was not yet time to come to work. Here we go. Here we go. And you hear the noises of phones ringing, and there's an inbound and an outbound have showed up. Oh, we got a couple. Oh, going upstairs. 2 inbounds showed up. Alright, there we are. Now we're filling up. And as you can see, we're generating money up here. So not bad. Now, let's slow things down here. And everything stops. Okay, we're going to go back to our shop menu. Now we're going to go back to buildings here, and this time we're going to get some where are we here? Services. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, cancel. I want to get a bathroom, and I think we're going to want to get, how much is the food building? Okay, a food kiosk as well. Alright, there we go. Deal here being, these guys are all going to go, well, I'm going home for lunch in a minute. In fact, one of them I think left before, he's right down there. He's probably going home for lunch. Now, if you have a kiosk for them to eat at, and it's closer than their home is, they'll go there and eat. Same thing with the toilets. They'll actually leave work to go and use a toilet if they need a toilet. So, let's speed time back up. And he's back at his desk. Here we go. Bring the money in. Alright, congratulations. I need to pee. Installed sanitary facilities. They gave us 750 of our 2,500 bucks back. Thank you very much. Oh, we installed the food. Got another 750 bucks. Thanks again. And you got an achievement for having 5 buildings, another 500 bucks. Well, that cost us almost nothing for at least one of these 2 projects. That's kind of nice. And as you can see up here, we are doing all right with getting Well, I don't know what he was yipping about. Oh, there, he's going to go have himself some lunch. Yeah, he's going to go have himself some lunch. There we go. See? All these people that would have gone home right now, nowhere to see. He's hungry. He's off to get lunch. These guys went to the toilet, so they didn't have to go home. It's a good idea to get these in real soon. And you can see we're actually getting a little bit of a handle on our workload. It's going down. This is into the orange already. Alright. Good service. 100 inbound calls on our first day. We get another 500 bucks. Alright. So we're doing alright here. They're just zipping right along. We're almost at the end of our first day. It's 5 o'clock. It looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Oh yeah, back up to 5,900 bucks. So I think I'm going to put the brakes on again for a second. And let's have a look at something else in the way of buildings. Let's have a look at service staff. Oh, we don't yet have these open. Okay. Not a problem. We will look at that another time. Let's go back up here. Another achievement. Make 100 telemarketing sales in a day. You've been awarded another $500. Excellent. Now I think for the first little while you're limited to, I believe, 4 floors. So this point on we're going to really have to think, because there are a couple other things we're going to need here pretty quick. Including the fact that after a couple of days you'll start noticing things like computers blow up. So we will want to hire an IT tech as soon as we get that option. Alright, everybody's going home for the day. The other thing we're going to want is janitors. Now, I don't think that... Let's stop this again. Yeah, janitors are also under the same one, so we can't get them yet. You can see all the stuff piling up on the floor? Yeah, so you are going to want to have a couple of janitors and a couple of IT techs. And as soon as they give us the option to do that, we will. Now at 2400 hours, or midnight, we'll get our daily report come up. And we'll see how well we did. You'll notice we didn't take the entire workload, but we did not too bad, especially on the outbounds. Now let's just, there we go, there's our daily stats. So here's how we did. Now we spent a lot of money, of course, because we bought several buildings, etc., right? A bunch of offices, we bought a bunch of staff, because this is only our first day. But we also brought in $1,232 in just straight sales. That's not bad. The $3,000 was all the bonuses we made by reaching objectives. Now here's how our performance actually was, and this is the important part. Now you'll notice we lost $200 as bonus penalties, because out of 500 calls that came in, we only handled 199 of them. So they consider 301 of them lost. That's 60% of our calls, right? So we made 597 bucks less 100. Outbound we did a little better. We made over half. So we only lost 73. We still didn't do well enough. But back office we got nothing because there was nothing there. So, and then they give you a forecast for the next day. So you can see you're going to have a lot more inbound than outbound. So, and next client and previous client, well at the moment we only have one, right? So, let's get on with that. And this is when you get to save your game as well. There we go. So, like I said, next you'd probably want to get maybe 3 more inbounds and 1 outbound to fill this office space. And then above that, you would want to have your IT guy and your janitor guys in here when you get them, and then you could put whatever you needed to balance your load. Probably a couple of back office, because you see that's full. So actually we'd get, you know, maybe 2 back office guys and 1 inbound and 1 outbound. But either way, that's been a sort of a look at this. And like I said, it will climb up and up and up. You can see this white line shows where our current ceiling's going to be. And you sit there until you get so many achievements, so many dollars made, lost, etc. Then you get to move up and up and up and up and up and up. And as you can see, it does go up quite a ways, right up to the 14th floor. So whether you'd ever get that high, I don't know. But it's quite a fun game, and with the amount of micromanagement involved, like clicking on buildings gives you information about them, right? 7 people have used this since you put it up, etc. You can upgrade, but we don't yet have the option. Again, you earn those rights by hiring property managers, accountants, people like that. So it does get a little more complex. You know, like I said, if you click on a machine, it'll tell you Marvin is at home. That's the guy that works here, right? Tell you all about the guy, how many days he's been employed, what his income was, income total, all these things. His mood, well, he's still up in the green, education, basic product training. You get to upgrade your characters. You can adjust their schedules, you can adjust their salaries, you can let them on vacation, you can move them from inbound to back office, etc., etc. So there is quite a bit going on. Oh, and you can educate them or upgrade each and every person you hire. So you can see that there is a lot to do in this. What I touched on here today to get this place up and running is just a drop in the bucket. And I believe this game is about $3 Canadian on Steam. So yeah, if you want to have a whole bunch of fun and maybe the occasional facepalm, I would recommend that you give this a try. This is Smooth Operators, and I've been Species 7. Please hit the like button, guys. Leave lots of comments. I will answer them. Other than that, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.